here we are. We're still exploring this big blue cave. This big blue waffly cave.
We're the bear in the big blue cave. There was a show called Bear in the Big Blue House for a while. It was like a kid's
that
show
sounds
and I
more
was too
familiar. Dude, nobody's running. This is man.
Yeah, I think we're actually gonna do Kaku-senha, and then we're gonna have Tien jump in with an itty bitty waist and that round thing in your face, and then we're gonna get sprung.
How come you don't attack with more of them now? Because all of them have a high enough power level, don't they?
Now it's more like I don't want to waste the cards. It's like I do want to keep, even just for random battles, like I would hate to go into a random battle and just have a bunch of nothing. But in this case, none of the cards I have left are like anyone's favorite card. So I should probably, even though they have good numbers on them, be just throwing them out. I should probably be getting rid of them.
Kuririn took 1 damage.
Kuriri.
And he dodged. Tension's got 3 eyes, so he can dodge better because he knows.
You can see them coming.
He has like 4D or 5D vision. What would that give you if you had an extra eye? Would it just be 4D?
No, it would just be the same.
Well, we have 3D from
2 eyes. Yeah, that is true. But I think part of it is because you have 2 3D eyes. You have 2 eyes in 3D space. You would need an eye to be in fourth dimensional space.
How do we know the other eye isn't in fourth dimensional space?
I mean, to be fair, we don't. We don't, but it isn't implicit that just because he has a third eye, he sees in 4 dimensions. You would need the eye to also be a special eye.
Well, I'm going to say right now that's part of the canon now.
I actually don't know what the canon is about his eye because I never watched Dragon Ball all the way through.
It's just painted on. It's not real.
That would also be pretty great. I wonder if Gohan pokes him in it. That's what I want to know. That's the kind of shit that Goku would have done when he was young.
Here we go. Yeah! He did it.
Regna is 1 letter away from Regnen, which is German for raining.
Cool.
The more you know.
My grandma was talking to me yesterday, and she was laughing because she watches the Today Show or whatever, and they have like a thing where they have like a trivia thing where they call people who watch the show or something, who like, I don't know, they probably go online and like put in their number and it just gets pulled randomly or something. Who the fuck knows? I don't pay attention. But apparently they called somebody that lived in like Virginia, and my grandma couldn't stop laughing about that. She was like, their town sounds like vagina. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, Grandma.
They gave me another Yajirobe, and that's the dumbest shit because there's not a why would you do that? There's no use for it.
Because you could use them twice in the Frieza fight.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what am I going to throw away? Actually, I don't need this Kami because
you could use them against frickin' the King Toku Sentai against what's his name?
Sure, we could do that.
Yeah, then you have 2 of them.
What if he does the body switch and it hits Yajirobe? Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be good.
Okay, and we got some shit. We got to take out the shit today. You want Chau-zu to jump in there?
Sure, why not? You're just gonna get rid of all of them?
No, I'll keep that last one just so I have 1 decent card, but they gave me a lot of shit.
Energy Blast!
Right out of his fucking brain head.
His brain head?
Yeah, his brain head.
Not his head brain?
No, it's his brain head.
Oh, because like...
Because it is a head.
Because it looks like a sack, it kind of looks like a ball sack to me.
What doesn't? If you saw a real brain, I think you'd be like, oh, it kind of looks like a wrinkly ball sack. A big wrinkly ball sack. A big wet wrinkly ball sack.
Like a ball sack in the bathtub?
Sure.
But it'd have to be a warm bath, otherwise it would shrinkage.
Yeah, he was in the pool.
Oh, you're going Seinfeld.
You're going on like that George Costanza.
That dango.
Yeah,
Haven't you just beat these guys already?
I'm shooting lasers everywhere.
Do you know how much of the episodes we're like just throwing away on these shitty battles?
Well, that's why we gotta keep it going.
What am I gonna have to talk about later? Like,
isn't that always the question?
Yes. Yeah. That's why I should always play the first game so my episodes are better. you got hit.
I got Oompa Loompas in my head. I got Johnny Depp in my head because he made that shitty remake of Willy Wonka.
The one that I own. You want to borrow it?
No, I never want to see it in my whole life. I remember it was announced, and I was immediately like, I don't want you to remake that movie. And then Gene Wilder said that they let him like watch it or whatever, and he said like, I don't like it. It's not what we were doing. And I went, okay, if Gene Wilder doesn't like it, fuck it.
And it's no good.
It's no good. Gene Wilder said around that time that to this day, parents will stop him like in the supermarket and ask their kids like, "Can I tell my son who you are?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And they go, "Look, it's Willy Wonka."
You got bloated up.
20 damage. Who gives a shit? And I just walk away from the explosion without looking. Oh,
you can get health.
Let's assume that's true.
Look at it. Oh, it's a Dragon Ball. No, it's a fairy.
Good morning. You just woke me.
Yeah.
But it's not important. I've been sleeping for a long time. That looks good. I like that.
What? I didn't.
You can regenerate yourself here whenever you want. Long time. Oh my. Oh jeez.
Epileptic seizures. There you go.
Oh.
You got some health. You got healed up.
Well.
Now you're gonna get in 5 fights just trying to get out of that room.
Yeah, probably.
Nah, you made it. Here they come.
Yeah, it couldn't just be that it was like a healing pool or a warm spring. There had to be like a fucking fairy in there. It had to be a whole
Namekian fairy.
Yeah. Yep. I forgot we were on Namek. That makes it weirder. In addition, I forgot about that.
Oh, Namek's not allowed to have fairies?
Was it? Well, I guess we didn't get a good look at it, but was it a tiny Namekian person?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, because why wouldn't it be?
Maybe they just have little human fairies on Namek, and on Earth they're little Namek fairies.
That's the sound of me blowing into the air.
What's wrong with that?
I want to make sure they could hear it.
I don't think they could.
I don't think they could.
You'd have to do it like this.
Great. No, that's a square. I'm gonna have to remember that one.
What's wrong with squares?
Squares are no good.
Well, how do you know it clipped?
That's what a square is.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
No, it sounds awful. I know it's gonna sound completely off. We don't have, because there's a reason that people put like windshields on their microphones. So just by accident, they don't accidentally blow into it a little bit when they say like S's.
When they say like, shit. That's not that bad.
That was not that bad. I was bracing. I was sitting here waiting for it.
So you'd have room to cut it?
Yeah, so I might notice it.
But you can't just cut it, because then
no, I will go in and I will reduce the audio enough that it's clear what happened, but it isn't going to make anyone's ear drums pop. Yeah.
Damn it, that's what I was going for. This is my... Oh, I can't say that because the fucking NSA will be all over me.
Yeah, they'll listen to your phone calls more than they already do.
No, they don't do that anymore.
Sure they don't. I pointed at my right eye and winked with the left. I just want to establish I did that on accident, but that's a good bit, and I'm going to do that again on purpose in the future. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Look, I'm running out of material. Now I just have to make loud noises.
Yeah.
Alright? Because you're getting in like a million fights.
Wasn't I gonna talk about something and I said at the place where we ate the breakfast, I said I saved that for Kerbals. I'm saving that for Kerbals.
Yeah, you're saving it for Kerbals.
Saving that for Kerbals.
Jack dick
this fucking
stick.
jackass anus butt burger.
Anisubaga?
Anisubaga.
I don't know. They probably have a real word for anus.
You might be surprised when you start trying to put things on burgers. They really like to just throw some katakana at you.
They just like to put it. Well, because they probably don't just eat anus burgers in Japan, so that's a foreign...
Oh, yeah, no.
It's a foreign concept.
Yeah, that's a legit idea. That's too legit to quit.
Like, they're not the Indians. They're probably not just going to eat a dick burger. No, they don't eat them. They just fuck them.
I do know that, I don't know if it's connected to like their penis day ceremonies or anything, but I've seen that they will make penis popsicles, and then you have to lick on the frozen penis and eat it. And it's like, that's clever.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
I would even make it look like I'm enjoying it just for the pure comedy aspect. Like, just put it all the way in my mouth and do the whole, like,
yeah.
with it, like, make it push the side of my cheek.
What if someone walked up and started giving you advice about what to do? Would you take their advice? Would you learn?
You know, I would, yeah, sure, why not? Just with the popsicle, though. Not
Yeah,
with
with the
one.
popsicle, you're just practicing.
Yeah. For when I remove a few ribs so I can just get down there and do it to myself.
Yeah, did we talk about the Barbie lady on here?
I don't think we did. I think that was something we did off camera and because we were messing with Jesse.
Yeah, we were messing with Jesse. That's like... Man, that could be just...
That could be a segment.
That could be a segment on a show. It's time for Messing with Jesse. You know what? I don't know if I've gone over the pieces of paper. Did I even tell you about that off camera?
I don't know.
Randomly one day, I was walking around in this apartment. I just moved back in with Jesse a few months ago. And I'm like, I'm going to leave a blank piece of paper outside his bedroom door. Nothing written on it. No reason. And then I put it there, and I just went back to my room and just laughed to myself. And then, like an hour or two later, I hear his door open, and I hear him mumble something. And then he opens the door, and he's like, Corey, did you put a fucking piece of paper on my door? And I crack. Like, I'm just laughing. And he's like, why would you do that? And I'm like, maybe I did it to make you ask why I did it. And he was like, fuck you, Corey. And so then I smelled blood, and I consulted with Mikhail. Hi, Mikhail.
Hi, Mikhail.
And I was like, I should just do this regularly. And he said, I guess Jesse's already given up, so I guess it's fine. He said, take pieces, we were brainstorming back and forth. The end idea was, take some pieces of paper, number them, 1, 2, 3, and 5. And hide them in his room. And so I did it actually a few days. Like, I did one a day just so I could say that later and rub it in. But yeah, I had like one under his keyboard, one behind his television. I put one inside one of his game boxes. And then when I was like, okay, it's time for him to find it, I put one under his pillow because that's obvious. And immediately he comes in, he's like, you put him in my room now? And he didn't even realize that they were writing on them. And I was like, oh, there's something in the corner. And he looked and it said 3. And he went, fuck off! And he went and immediately found all of them except the one in the game box. And I didn't think about like which one would be harder or easier. So he found 1, 2, and 3. And he thought he was done. And I was like, I'm just going to say there's at least one more in there. And he's like, you put another one in there? I said, I put at least one more in there. And it took him months. And it's like, it was the game he was currently playing. I put it in that box. So whenever he took it out. And so for a while, I just kept like giving him vague hints. I'm like, I feel like I really learned something about you because you have yet to find it. Like, I know a little bit more about what you do in your free time. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing, Corey? What the fuck are you doing to me? And he finally found it, and I was just like, "Oh, well, there's something in the corner." And it said it saw 5, and he didn't even care. He's like, "Whatever," and he just left it. And you know, he's probably not going to listen to these. I also, what I like to do is we have a cabinet below in the kitchen and the cooking area, and you have to close it right side, left side. Because if you do left side, right side, it stays open. So I always close it wrong. And I always leave it a little open, because I don't... At first I did it accidentally until I learned that he didn't like it, and now I do it on purpose. So every time I cook, I can... If I listen afterwards, I hear that he opens the door, goes out there, fixes the cabinet, and then goes back into his room.
Now you do it on purpose?
I do it on purpose.
Oh, there's a hole in the wall.
That's another glory hole.
Son of a bitch. I don't want to stop at the beginning of a fight, so just...
Sure,
just
okay, let me just fuck him then.
Yeah, good.
Let me just fuck him.
Good.
What else do I do to him? You know, he doesn't like the blinds being opened. I don't really know what that's about. Like...
Probably just doesn't like people being able to see in.
Yeah, fuck him. I'll fight him. I'm not a white belt in karate. I know how to block.
You got a baseball bat?
I do, and he has what he calls an ass-beating stick, which is just like a piece of wood. Like, I don't even know where he found it. But I'm like, okay, no, that can work.
Wouldn't a baseball bat be better though? Like,
Yeah, but he'd have to go find a baseball bat.
You can trust
then.
it better. Like,
I would rather have my baseball bat than his piece of wood.
I mean, I could probably find a length of pipe or something at my place for him.
Pipe. Gotta lay down some pipe.
I'm sure I could find some. We got all kinds of like scrap shit around at the ranch.
But yeah, since he's not going to listen to this, I will also say that at one point, after he found the fourth piece of paper, he was like, Corey, I don't want you to hide any shit in my room anymore unless it's money. And I went, oh. So when I think of a few good ideas, I'm going to start hiding some pennies in there. And it's going to be a lot more than 4.
I know what I could give him. We've got a shit ton of old railroad ties. So, you know, if he
You can
feels...
fuck someone up with a railroad tie.
If he feels like he can actually wield a railroad tie and, like, swing one, he can have it.
Sure.
It won't fit in his room. You know what a railroad tie is, right?
I have known before, so I do know that you can fuck someone up with
They're
it.
the extremely, like, dense pieces of wood. They're, like, 8 feet long, 8 to 10 feet long, and, like, this wide, and they weigh fucking, like, 300 pounds.
The kind of shit that I really hoped I could remember his name by the end of the sentence. The ho. What's that guy's name? No, the wrestler. He won like the first Royal
Okay, don't
Rumble.
go anywhere.
Okay, I'm not touching anything.
Okay, because we gotta do it next time.
Next time I'll tell you what the name of that guy is.
All right. Next time.